This crazy guy.
Yep. 26 hours on the road just to deliver a motorcycle to a bro and to see the look on his face when he gets it. Oh, yeah.
It'll be epic. Sweet.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road is where I'll always be. Every stop I make, I'll make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I wanna settle down. Until tomorrow the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style.
Okay, jump out.
Unlock me.
Woo! Look what I got.
The man of the hour.
Look what I got.
Woo!
Look at this cool bike. At least we'll be going for a ride. Yeah.
Buddy.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Happy birthday.
What do you got to say for yourself, sir?
Fucking A.
I wouldn't call it Oh, and here's the good part. It's insured and ready to roll.
What?
It's insured and ready to roll. Paperwork, new plate, everything.
Fucking.
What? What?
What?
Surprise!
Yeah, man.
Can't kill that thing.
All right.
There's a world that's waiting to unfold, a brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we've paid our fare with this hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow, you know I'm free to roam.
Can't reach him. I wonder why. His legs are so fucking long. I can't reach him.
You'll grow into it.
Big boy bike.
Don't even got the wheels on the back. Look at you go.
Oh, he's gonna be a prick. Neighbors are gonna love you. I know, don't worry, I'll carry on to give
We should have enough battery to go. right, scooch over a little bit more. Get you in frame. A couple more inches. There you go.
Oh, can you see with the
Yeah,
curtains?
let's see what we're doing here.
Yeah. You need the curtain closed or?
I'll be all right.
You're good?
Yeah, it's good. It's well lit. It's pretty good. So, Chris,
Yeah, that's me.
that's you. Man, thanks for a good night, man. We had fun last night
That
with
was
the
good.
bike build. You were in your element. I noticed that you got a little gift yesterday too. Want to tell me about that?
Yeah. You guys showed up with my Harley on the back of the back of the truck. That was pretty awesome, freaking. Plus,
I saw the look on your face, man. You must have known Chris. You must have known Mike a long time.
I've known him for a few years now. Yeah.
Yeah?
We're. Let's put it this way. I've known him long enough that he calls me brother,
Yeah.
and I know he doesn't do that very often. So.
Well, he takes things like that rather seriously when it comes to who he associates with.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a story about maybe something you and Mike had done in the past in your travels together?
Well, I can tell you lots of stories.
I bet.
Just got to be reminded about them. Usually it takes whiskey to do that, but
Yeah. Well, I heard a story that you guys got pulled over one time, and he
What
didn't
story?
like sticking around.
well, it was second ride of the season last year. It was I think it was March 15. I still have the ticket. Yeah. We were. It was still snow on the ground. We were running around Athabasca, just kind of doing our thing, and the cops followed us from restaurant to bar to restaurant to bar to, finally all the way back out of town. Well, they had probably 15 cruisers by the time it was all said and done.
Yeah.
They were just kind of swarming around because Mike is a little.
He's Mike.
He's Mike.
Yeah.
He's a little proud. He's lippy and stuff. And so we left Boston Pizza. And I didn't see the cop pull up behind us until he was already halfway to the stop sign. So, yeah, Mike rolled through the first stop sign. I stopped, put my signal light on. Mike rolled through the second stop sign. I stopped, put my signal light on. The cop lit me up and gave me a ticket for no signal and not stopping for the stop sign. I'm like, yeah, I did. I put both feet down. And Mike drove up about a mile and a half. Then he came back. After the cop had all my information and all my license and everything, and then Mike he gets off the bike, and I just told him, just don't. Just got all my stuff. Yeah. So, while we were there was probably 2 paddy wagons, 4 cruisers,
Oh yeah.
and Mike pulls up and stops, and the cop walks up to him and asks him for his license and registration too. And Mike said, what for? I didn't get pulled over. And the cop said, well, you are now. So they said, well, you did an illegal U-turn. He's like, where were you? He told me. He said, oh, well, you can't get me on that. Well, you never got him on that, but
He told me.
yeah. Again. So yeah, it was. I still got that ticket somewhere here.
Wow.
I'm gonna frame it and put it on the wall.
Nice. You got to send a picture of that. We'll put it on the website.
yeah.
In memory of.
Yeah.
Man. So, I mean, what do you think of Mike's travels and what he's about to do? I mean,
I think it's going to be awesome for him. He's been planning a long time, and he's a fly by night, go with the wind type of guy.
yeah.
Right?
Those who know
We were-
Mike know that. That's for damn sure.
We were coming out of Dilworth in Kelowna at the hardware store, and he looked at me. We got to the stoplight. He looked at me. He says, "You want to go to Vancouver?" And I said, "When?" He said, "Right now." I gotta go home first. He goes, "See ya, I can make the boat," and he took off. So yeah, that's the kind of.
And didn't pack a single item, did he?
No,
He just
he
quit.
just had the clothes on his back and the tank, gas in his tank, and that was it.
He was off.
Yeah.
That's Mike.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be a good experience for him.
Yeah. Do you think it'll blow his stock when he starts seeing how other people live in other countries?
Well, I think he's done enough research on it, type of deal, and
And he's
whatnot.
pretty adaptable too.
Yeah. I think like he's going for like a year or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna take him
Either that,
way less time.
either
to
that or
travel.
until they lock him up or he runs out of money.
Yeah, well, he can always call me for bail. So
There
it's
you
okay.
go. Right on. So, just tell us another little something about Mike that the viewers might not know or might take out of context.
Oh.
You know him better than a lot of people.
Mike has no filter whatsoever. What he sees, he says, or what he thinks, he says.
That's right.
And you can't, he's gonna say a lot of stuff that might piss people off.
Yeah.
But if it offends them, then they don't need to see him.
Then they don't need to click the link.
Yeah.